extra mile is the one which takes care of all my service needs. So we have iMAXX here, we have integrated training center here, we have also our complete workshop, we also have our 24/7 now call center. So why am I saying integrated is primarily, this is an in-house. Normally you would have seen any call center or anything offloaded to someone. We have a technical call center, so it is integrated and it is next to this. So the reason why we have created this iMAXX some years back was primarily for the proactive service. Before BS6, before the iMAXX was created, we were reacting to customer calls. From that moment, the moment we have our iMAXX into it, the moment we have telematics into it, we started looking at how do we proactively do things so that we are aware that the customer vehicle is going to go into a torque truncation mode or a breakdown situation. We are normally aware of it because of the technology which we have brought in post BS6 era. In BS4 era, it was like in time iMAXX was there, but it was more connected from the geo and the time fence perspective. Whereas the moment we came into the BS6, it is completely integrated with our ECU and other things. So, and we have done this right from the testing period. The moment we started doing it right from the testing period, we are quite aware how the product is performing, how the indications are coming. That is what has helped become more and more proactive. There are a lot of features and other things. What we will do is we will take you through that, and after 10 minutes we will take some time for your queries. So we'll be able to completely take you through and make you understand what exactly are we doing. So over to Supra.
Okay, so this is telematics system, right? The brand name is iMAXX, and every vehicle is fitted with this device. Okay, so in this device you can see there are few things, because we are monitoring the vehicle, we are eyeing the vehicle, each and every vehicle. So obviously the location, second, every data has to be captured in this device, then it has to transmit through the SIM to our server. From there we are able to see here, right? So you can see the GPS part. This is the GPS part, right? And you can see there is an inertia sensor. The moment the vehicle is moving, it is getting to know through this inertia sensor, right? Then there is a battery. This one is the battery. Okay. Although there is a power supply directly from the vehicle battery, additional battery has been given so that if driver will do any mistake, so he can get caught. Second thing, there is an antenna, like mobile you can see, this is the antenna, right? And there is a SIM inside this. This is that SIM, right?
So
Okay, so this is that SIM. So like our normal things, it is transmitting the data through SIM. Fine?
This is fine. I think we are in this world together, and in a transport segment, it's very important to ensure that the driver is supported on time. And that will happen only when we know what is the challenge driver is facing. Because driver's life is very difficult. They are traveling across and they are traveling continuously. So there are times where driver has to wait to get a help. So this technology helps us prepare before going into the site, and that is what will really take us further.
So now this device is fitted in every vehicle. The vehicle is equipped with electronic engine. You will not find any BS6 vehicles which is having mechanical engine. Obviously, there is a brain ECU, electronic control unit. It is fitted in the vehicle. So from electronic control unit, the data is getting captured through this device. Okay. So from there we are getting to know about the vehicle performance, engine performance, exhaust system, because exhaust system is electronic. There are so many sensors in the vehicle, in the exhaust system, everywhere. So wherever there is sensors, we are capturing data, and all data is getting captured first in electronic control unit. Parallel, it is also getting transmitted to this device. Okay, from there it is coming to server, from server to here, right? So at the end, what we are doing, what is the aim of this whole system is to prevent breakdown. To prevent breakdown. If any breakdown is about to happen because of some sensor or some device issue. I mean some part of the system.
It
some
could be
system.
various reasons. There could be fuel challenge, there could be some AdBlue low, there could be various things, because in this technology it's very important for the driver to understand all. Like maybe we have around 500 plus codes. Is the driver able to understand all? I don't think. Are we able to understand all? While the technical team is completely aware of it, it's very important for the driver to know that all these codes come on the cluster. So how do we respond to that? I think that is what is more critical. There are some codes which are around, we will be knowing at least 36 hours before that the vehicle is going into a torque transition mode. So we have say 36 hours or 20 hours or 18 hours. So that much amount of time is available for us to react to that and to resolve. So that's the thought with which we go. So the entire system is designed so that we create our calls, we respond through our call center, we proactively call the driver that there is a challenge which you may face, and that will lead to driver stopping at the right location, and that is what will help us respond.
It's a complete 24/7 call center in this building itself.
Right. So I'll take one example. Suppose you can see the second one, water in fuel condition, sensor. So there's a issue triggered in that vehicle, and that is in major condition. That is, you can see critical, major, and there is another is minor. Okay, and if everything is well, then it will be in green color, right? So if the major will become critical if somebody will not act on that issue. For example, water in fuel condition. So there is a fuel supply system in the vehicle, diesel supply system, right? In that, if you are not acting, if there is water in that system, the vehicle will going to break down.
I'll just add to what Subrat is saying. In olden days, when the technology was not there, the drivers had a practice that every morning when he is doing a walk around, all he need to do is go to the fuel filter, look at the bowl. If there is a water, he has to drain. Why water comes? Water comes because of the atmosphere and the condensate happens. All he need to do is drain and then start the vehicle. But I think over a period, the technology has increased, but drivers need the technology and the support to do the same thing. So this water in fuel sensor is just one which is indicating that there is water in the fuel. You need to just drain, and with that automatically the code will go off.
So the issue appeared in the vehicle. In cluster also, there is a sign which will pop up. Okay, this issue is there. The driver has to act immediately. Obviously, here we are also getting to know parallelly, right? But there is a time. The vehicle will not go into breakdown mode immediately. I mean, the vehicle engine torque will not reduce. It will take some time. The time is almost 36 hours. Okay, so what we will do? We will wait for 18 hours. Let the customer act or dealer act. Then we will guide. So what we will do? You can see there is an action point. The moment these three engineers are there, who is monitoring continuously. Okay, they are iMAXX engineers, so they are monitoring continuously. So what they will do? They will monitor this and they will click here. You can see that here now 24/7 Mahindra.com. This is our call center mail ID. So they will log this. They will just send. They will write register this. The moment they will send, this system is integrated with the now 24/7 call center. So the moment you will click, it will send a mail to now 24/7. So there in our call center,
If you see, there is a registration number also available. Registration numbers are also available in the system.
so
Because the moment the vehicle is,
Some registration number.
yeah, because some vehicles are just sold, the registration number is not submitted in the system. They are the one which we'll identify. We'll identify by both.
So this prognostics part is very important for us, and you can see this data has been designed in such a way that you can see total 41,000 vehicles are there, BS6 vehicles there in the market. So it will pop up directly by monitoring that. So 1 minute before you can see, 2 minutes like what, 4 minutes like that you can see all. Right? So that's the way it is segregating itself and showing us where we need to act.
I think we have a minute.
Yeah, we can
take
go
through just the
price, fuel theft and
fuel.
Okay,
fuel
so
and
you can
fuel
see
theft.
all the vehicles you can look into like this. The same map, the customer is having access, the dealer is having access.
Where? And where?
Okay, through mobile app as well as in laptop or
a customer is there. Customer will be able to see his vehicle.
That's right.
A dealer will be able to see his vehicles in this territory. But we have created a new feature where if there is a breakdown of a particular vehicle and it is coming into that particular dealer's territory, it will be visible to that dealer.
Given a 50
Because
You can see left side of the
it's
territory.
very, very important for the dealer to know, or else I am not utilizing my feature well. So,
Right.
those are some intricate things which we have done so that the thing is more efficient.
So every second this data is getting updated and we are capturing thousands of data on second basis. Otherwise, if there is a clutch failure happened, I will get to know how it happened. For that analysis part, this
Let's go to the fuel analysis.
okay. So the useful things will show it right now. Fuel analysis in truck commercial vehicles, fuel stealing is normal. The drivers they steal fuel.
Even now?
Yes, you can show that. You can see this is the live tag.
Frequent incidents.
See, you can see this. The blue dot indicates fuel filling.
Oh,
The red dot indicates the fuel, how much theft
It
happened.
is 4th July 2024, 9:29
So it's
AM.
an abrupt drop, no? That is
Yes.
how-
So
1
anything
minute.
which is more than 5 liter drop,
Five
will
liter
drop.
drop. It is-
Any abrupt such drops,
Okay.
you can click it and go to that particular location
Okay.
and also identify where exactly he has done
Right,
that.
just click
Right,
over here.
right.
You can see the map also to show.
Oh, took out 27 liters. Wow.
Normally, highway side, dhaba.
So mostly they do it at that.
My God. Amazing. And this goes to the customer.
You can see
Customer
live.
gets an
Customer
alert.
gets an
Customer
alert.
gets. We leave it to customer how to handle his driver.
Right.
We have information which we are giving it to the customer.
Right.
It's between the customer and the driver how they handle it. It all depends upon that particular customer and driver, what are the agreements they are in. If customer is very tough that I am giving this much salary, you are not supposed to do that theft, then he will utilize this data to handle it. If the customer is having a sign off with a particular driver that I'll in this route I'll give you this much fuel,
Fixed diesel.
how you handle yourself, then the situation is different. But the bigger thing, more than the theft, I want the right quality of fuel to go in. That's the objective, because post BS6, if you see, the sulfur content need to be very, very low. It is below 10 ppm. So our objective here is to have the right fuel so that we'll have the right fuel efficiency of the product. If they don't have right fuel, the challenge will be not only the fuel efficiency, the product will have its own challenges. Because unlike BS3, BS6, the exhaust, in my olden days when I was a kid, we used to say there is a blue color smoke, there is a black color smoke, there is a white color, all those things have gone post BS6. So the effect of it, how do we handle in the after treatment system, that is important. For that we need to handle this.
Show the driver health.
So this one, the important part is why customer believe our iMAXX system is, we are like our accuracy level is 98%. So if he is putting 344 liter, you calculate, it is almost 344 or almost 5 to 10 liter difference it will show.
Got it.
That's the reason they are believing. Second thing, vehicle performance. So how the driver is driving the vehicle, that also we should understand. Because if I am having 10 vehicles, one vehicle is performing well, another vehicle is giving lesser mileage, then I should know why it is giving lesser mileage. For that reason, our data will capture. So you can see there are,
Complete fleet.
yeah, the customer is having almost 30 vehicles. In that, the green indicates there is a line, straight line, which is the
Average.
average line. Above that, it is the mileage is better. The green part it is showing better, and the red part is below the average. If I am owner, then I should act on that. Those red
It's
lines.
very evident. The vehicles could be running in the same route, same load, but some vehicles are giving good fuel efficiency, some are not. So you can analyze the driving practices. Earlier we used to give a driver training just thinking that the driver may not know much. Now we are able to do a driver training very, very focused, what exactly the driver is doing, how do I need to improve that. I think that focused driver training is
These are the
something which is really
parameters:
helpful.
harsh acceleration, idling, hard brake.
So if you identify one of these, you can see the driver may not be using the right mode or may not be using the right torque curve level. He may be using below torque curve. or above.
Over
So-
speed count was 8 because that's why he's not getting the right panel. He's getting over speeding. You know, all those high torque pains using.
So this is the mode, 12 smart switch we are saying, light, heavy, turbo. How much he has used? Technically the vehicle which is giving better mileage, how much percent, what is the percentage of light mode it is being used or heavy mode? In that way it will compare with the bad vehicle.
Right.
There the percentage will vary.
Yeah.
So he can compare and guide the driver. Parallelly, normally we understand if the vehicle will move in top gear, then it will give better mileage. If you are driving at lower gear, the vehicle will give lesser mileage, right? You can see the gear also getting captured. This is a 6-speed gearbox. So, I mean, in 6th gear, how much percentage the vehicle has been driven?
And just to add to that, see, I was telling you the torque.
9-speed gearbox.
If you see above peak torque, this he is running lot above the requirement torque, and at the same time he is running lot below. So these are the reasons why he may not be getting the right FE. So if he tries to be more in the green band, I'm sure he'll improve further. So these are the focused trainings which we are doing. I think that's what is really helping us connect with the customer. I will say each customer is aware, and that is what we are taking it through the driver training. Some retail customers are very focused, they study on their own, who are driver come owner. But it varies, the amount of understanding varies from driver to driver, and that's a continuous training process which we are in. Because the drivers, as a person, he is also changing, driving different trucks. In this world, driver availability is one of the bigger challenges which most of the customers are facing. I have seen with some customers, they are changing drivers within 2 months, 3 months. So that's the reason why am I saying it's a continuous process of educating them, making them understand and work with it.
And this will keep on going. For
The industry's demand is increasing day by day, and that's where the driver challenge.
customer is 100% aware. That is more important because customer is tracking the vehicle, customer is tracking the drivers, so they know, okay, like, you know, they are getting tracked.
Yes. What's my biggest requirement? Proactive prognostics. So we measure month on month. What is my proactive hand?
Yeah.
If I have, say, for example, 100 calls which I have logged, I would like to see at least 70 to 80 of them solved during the month. When I started, it was 30 because when I used to tell driver, please stop the vehicle, he says it's fine now. So he used to run. I think that awareness has increased. Now we are around 70% or 72%, which I would like to see it going to 90%. That's what will help us reduce the complete breakdowns. That's what will bring more and more proactivity. See, the technology is evolving. The need for understanding for the customer is also increasing. And now the requests from the customers are also coming. I would like to see it this way. I would like to see it. So those fine tunings are being done, and that is what me and Ravi together are
So like this
working on.
OTV feature, what you said, other territory vehicle visibility, it is just
Like
one
when
new
we
This
started,
is the latest feature.
we have two guarantees. 48-hour breakdown guarantee and 36 workshop time. So if a vehicle comes into the workshop for a particular issue, so something is minor or something, those are the one which we address within 36 hours.
It is tracked in daily.
Suppose if there is an engine breakdown or something
Accidents.
on the
Exceptions are
chassis,
there.
that will take time because the objective is we have defined certain periods for repair, and most of the around 60 to 70% of the issues have come within that 36 hours. So how well we respond to that?
As like you asked, network. The network part also is mapped here.
Okay.
If there is some breakdown, the
Right.
customer
The driver
can directly call from here also. You can see
Completely my dealer management system,
एक गाड़ी दिखाओ.
the network
Network.
and iMAXX, all these are
Click
integrated.
on vehicle. So
So the driver can identify which is the nearest location.
So you can see nearby.
No, I think if it is a BS4, it
Then
will
number
not.
also because
It's a BS4.
that dealership. Then number also are getting. So all network also is mapped.
If I look at from the service and the support perspective, number one, I think the driver should not be that much worried because earlier what used to happen is a Ola driver versus a truck driver. The driver used to think, oh, that's too big, there are a lot of things to monitor, so it is difficult for me. That is what the drivers use. I think with the technology, the ease of driving a bigger truck has come in. We are there to support from the back end. That's the first thing which I will say from the service aspect. Number two, if anything is there, we are just a call away. So that is something which the drivers are also aware of. And we'll be able to measure majority of the requirements which they have. I will say around 90% of the things which we are aware. So the ease of driving with this technology has increased.
And all these learning
Future-
are going to the new product development also.
There is a challenge there because it's very important for the complete system to understand because this 50,000 amount of vehicles, the data, those are the things which are able to make us do the analytics and give the accurate information. That happens because my ECU and this particular ECU both are integrated, tested. That's the reason we are more confident. That much amount of integration will not happen with the older.
I don't want to give where the accuracy can be questioned.
Got it.
So there we may not be.
I'll add one more point. In BS6 itself, we started providing this device, but that was during that time it was optional.
Okay.
But what was learning for us is like the accuracy part, whatever I told. Actually, that accuracy improved because of learning from that system. And now the companies behind us, all other company, reason being, we started it long before.
Yeah, we started first in BS4 option.
It's not only just monitoring. Whoever are my key account customers, we completely analyze their monthly
And this kind
fleet
of report is sent.
and fleet management report is sent, and this is what we discuss with the customers. So there's a complete fleet, how the fleet is, what it is doing, how much is the idle time, how much you would have saved on the fuel if the idle time is reduced. Those are the things which we have a detailed workout, and it is given to all the key account customers. So this is where I think the key account customers are capitalizing based on this.
It's phenomenal numbers actually.
Actually, this thing we are sending to the transport owner. So based on this report, they can act on their
Absolutely.
system. You can see we are showing top 5 vehicles with most distance it is covering. Bottom 5. So if I am owner, I will act on those vehicles. Why it is not running? Like that, like
All the analytics are there
All
in
the
there.
analytics.
How the vehicles are used or not used, how they are
About
idle.
20-25
they are-
slides.
See,